it's your land. Okay. We're here for the streets. This morning, I woke up feeling like money. I jumped up, put on my Gucci and my hat. Got my bag, got my strap, gotta start rolling. I was thinking about Jesse, Grants, and Franklin. Ain't on my mind. Let's get going.
Hey, what it do, baby? Welcome to Petty Sports Wednesday night edition amid the COVID-19 era, April 21st. No, it's the 22nd. Sorry about that, ladies and gentlemen. But hey, glad to be back on deck with the crew. We doing what we do like always, trying to have some fun here with the Petty Sports gang. We got Allegra, we got Famous Fees. Banks he may tune in a little later on, but right now that's what we got at the table. And Petty Man, of course, behind the ones and twos in the building like always. You know what I'm saying? We appreciate you guys tuning in and joining us tonight. You know, sports is kind of hard to talk about these days, but you know what I mean? Our guy Famous Fees, he does a great job in digging deep in the annals of sports history and what's going on in the NFL right now. So along with that, The Last Dance and so forth, you know, we're going to jump off into some things that we feel like everybody can get enjoy and have fun with. So start that watch party, share the show, click the button, click the link, like it. Hey, Facebook, YouTube, Twitter, Periscope, we all over the place. Go to www.kingsbroadcasting.com and hit that radio link as well. And you can hear us on the internet radio station. So thank you once again. We really appreciate it. And hey, that's for everybody that's tuned in right now. Go ahead and start that watch party. Let the people know we in the building, and we appreciate it. Hey, what's happening with everybody over there, man? I'm so happy to see y'all. Everybody healthy and doing well?
Yes, sir.
All right.
Yes.
Oh, all good, all good.
Yes,
Man. Welcome
yes.
everybody that jumped in. I see my man Lawrence and Josh on, Maryland with the Pats gang. You see I got the Gronk shirt on today, baby. We still rep for our people, even though they gone. It's all good.
Man, glad to be back, everybody. Glad to be back. Safe and sound.
Yeah, everybody look good and healthy. That's a good thing. I like that part of it.
Yes.
That's what's happening. Yeah, man. So what what you got for us tonight, Fees on deck, man?
Oh, we got a lineup for you tonight. You know, first off, we got to talk about The Last Dance. You know, they already popped off the first 2 episodes of the 10-part series of it's supposed to be about the 97-98 Bulls. So we're going to get into the whole thing. We're going to talk about that. Like, that's going to be first on deck. We got to talk about my man Gronk Smash going to Tampa Bay to rejoin with Tom Terrific. And, you know, we got the NFL draft cranking up tomorrow night. So we definitely got to get you some insight. I got a lot of questions, a lot of topics, a lot of stuff to hit about the draft. But we also got some more little quick hitters. We're going to talk about Cam and Jameis. We'll talk about the greatest wide receiver of all time. I'm actually going to give it to you this time. And I told y'all last week we was going to do it, and we didn't do it. But I was waiting on Dwight to be here. We got to have DP on deck for that. You know, a couple other little topics. We're bringing the Petty Sports Fast 5 back in. So I got you the 5 quick hitter questions. What you think, get in, get out. So, you know, we getting the whole format back together, even in the quarantine day shows.
Hey, that's right.
Juicy topics, juicy topics.
I like that, man. I like that. You know what I'm saying? And big shouts out to people who are out there dealing with this COVID-19 and losing people in their family and even being diagnosed with the virus. You know what I'm saying? Our prayers go out to you and your family, and we really send up some prayers for you guys and hope things turn out well and pull through strong. You know what I'm saying? And shouts out to the first line responders, the essential workers, and everybody that's doing their part to make it work. The doctors, the hospitals, the grocery stores, the liquor stores. You know what I'm saying? Big shouts out to you guys. You know, we really appreciate what you do. If nobody tells you thank you here at Petty Sports and Kings Broadcasting, you know what I'm saying? We big kudos, our hats off to you. You know what I'm saying? So thank you for what you do. And once again, thank everybody for joining the show tonight. Petty Sports Wednesday edition brought to you by Kings Broadcasting.
All right, let's do it. Let's do it.
Time to jump
Oh yeah. So I got more people jumping in. My man Lil Willie in there.
Lil
Kobe's
Willie
in the joint. My man Kobe Holloman, not Kobe Bryant. You know. My man Ren jumped in. Don Rail in this thing, man. We got AG in the house.
Okay.
Man, without further ado, The Last Dance. If y'all, for those of you who don't know,
what up, T-Dog?
ESPN has finally aired the first 2 episodes of the 10-part documentary that's covering the 97-98 Chicago Bulls. Get the behind the scenes on all the Michael Jordan stuff, and we were supposed to hear about everyone else. So, I mean, what are y'all takeaways after watching the first 2 episodes of this series?
Well, it was everything that I feel like people were really waiting on, because some NBA players, they were saying that, this is what we've been waiting on for our whole lives. So I learned more about MJ, not only him on the court, but off the court as a person. I think it was the first episode where he mentioned that he wasn't the partying type. It was just all about playing basketball and stuff like that. So from the first episode, because that's the first thing I've seen, only seen the first episode. So it was some good things I learned about him. So.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
So, man, after I watched the first 2 episodes of this thing, man, I was hyped up. I was ready for it. I'm like, all right, like, we about to really get some insight, find out what was actually going on in Chicago behind the scenes with everybody.
Right.
And it was highly underwhelming. And, like, I got bored watching it. Like, I started scrolling through my phone. Was like, man, like, when are y'all going to show me something that I didn't already know, that I haven't already seen? I done spent plenty of nights just on straight YouTube benders, watching videos and seeing all of this footage before. Then we learned a little bit about Scottie, and it's like, oh, okay, cool. I probably could have figured that out if I actually cared to even look it up, but don't nobody want to know all that about Scottie. Just him by himself. Like, this really is like a Michael Jordan documentary. They should have marketed it a little bit different. Like, they didn't talk about anything. Like, you started with the Jordan Carolina days, and then from his rookie year, and then walked it on up. It's all about Mike. I mean, they did jump into a little bit about, like, the rifts that he had with Krause and Reinsdorf, but, man, all in all, like, they could have came with more. I'm not saying it sucked, but it was not what they were advertising. It left me really just yearning for more. I really hope episodes 3 and 4 actually start to dig in and give us some information that we didn't know. There was a couple of cool stories in there, but outside of that, like, like, the draft is going to get way more ratings tomorrow night.
Yeah. Episode 3 and 4 should kick in with, more stuff about just them in general, but yeah.
Did you, Allegra, since I know Michael Jordan was not in your era.
He was not.
It's a generation thing when it comes to you, but what did you see in the docuseries first episode that caught your eye? Do you think you might have been a Jordan fan back in the day?
I probably would have hopped on the bandwagon. I know a lot of people were saying, I was on Twitter, and I think like Barack Obama, he was saying that, when he lived in Chicago, how he wanted Bulls tickets. And then I seen other clips where kids, for their Christmas present, they will only want tickets to the Bulls game, just to see Michael Jordan and everybody. So I probably would have hopped on the bandwagon because, I grew up I knew who he was, but just watching the first episode, I'm like, okay, now I see why he's Michael Jordan. His work ethic. Now I see why he's the GOAT. So I probably would have hopped on the bandwagon.
True that.
Yeah.
Good bandwagon to be on. Mike laid down. You know what I'm saying? He was very entertaining.
Very.
His work ethic, like you say, was second to none, and he was all about the W.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? Like, anything necessary.
But now they got a lot of people jumping on the Scottie Pippen train. Like, oh, he wasn't getting paid and they did him dirty. Like, they did not do Scottie.
I seen him. I seen that. They robbed him or something like that.
That was totally self.
No, they didn't. He signed a 7-year, $18 million deal because he had a back injury and he didn't bet on himself. I mean, they told the man not to sign it. And they said, if you do sign it, don't come back after you outplay this contract asking for more money as if you didn't choose to do this yourself. He should have signed a short-term deal and bet on himself. He didn't think he figured he might actually sustain this back injury, get hurt, and not be able to continue playing, and wanted to guarantee that he got this $18 million. And he guaranteed that as good as he played, he wasn't going to get the money that represented it. That's why Ron Harper and all the boys was making more money than him. It was his own fault. We are not about to play the woe is me game with Scotty.
No, you're right about that. I felt like he was, him coming from the background he was just so happy to get money. He wanted to be able to have it for a long time. He never said, I just want some long term in case I got hurt. But, he obviously didn't have a manager that could teach him the ins and out of it. But I felt bad for him, but it's essential, man, that's, you got to start knowing, how the game works. Ain't no way you go in there and make nobody's signing no 7-year contract. So I didn't thought that what you were doing was going to do is and the way I felt sorry for him, then the way I like, come on, bro, ain't nobody doing that. You do your own research, you ain't have no manager that could walk you out of that, though. But my take on the whole Jordan thing, I'm leaning toward what Rafi said, but I just think it's just the first 2 episodes. I knew they were going to go real in depth about Jordan and how he came about. With the Carolina thing and his different players. I think they're going to probably the next couple episodes where I think I'm more after seeing those than I was the first 2. But like I do agree with Fees, I was a little bit disappointed in that, it was just real Michael heavy, but that's what we expect. He's the icon of that team, and it showed that team came from nothing. And they finally, basically found a diamond in the rough in Michael, but it showed. I guess I was more impressed that Mike was so private, and I felt like that was the one time he was actually talking a lot more about the insides of what was going on with his career. And it surprised me, that he was so open about it. He expressing his feelings about Phil Jackson and even Pippen. Much he thought he was selfish at the time, but he said it. He said I could have done it without Scottie Pippen. He said he was the dude that took that much pressure off of me that they had to respect his game. He made him tough. Now, he wasn't like that initially. He had to get his ass, and he turned the switch on. He got it that way. So that's how I felt like. I saw some insight. Like you say, there's some stuff you could have found out. He really wasn't a Bulls or Michael Jordan fan. But initially, I liked the thing. I wasn't, like, oh my God, that was awesome. But it was good. It was very thought out. And like I said, it's probably starting out real slow. And I think we're going to really get some nuts and bolts in the next couple.
Yeah, man, I hope that it just started slow and they actually plan on really cranking this thing up. So I'm like, man, I need more. Like most of us, like especially those of us that actually lived through the era, it's like, hey, we already knew all this. Like, give me some more. Give me some of the good stuff. I thought you were actually going to talk about that one season in depth. That's what I was looking for. I'm like, oh, I didn't know we were getting a history lesson.
Well, we'll see what 3 and 4 talks about. It should be better. When does it come on? 3 and 4?
Sunday night. It's going to be every Sunday at 9.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean, I'm still going to watch, but it was definitely underwhelming.
When you guys hear us talk, do you hear an echo?
I didn't until you said it just then.
Oh, you do hear one?
I don't hear it.
Fees hear one. Allegra does.
No, it's gone now. Okay. It only happened once.
Oh, okay. I see.
I'm trying to make sure this crazy stuff.
Okay, we got Jamila in, Mike's in, Jonathan's in, Keith is in, Corey's
everybody.
in. My watch party getting deep over here.
That's what's happening. You got about your watch party, Allegra? You want to shout out?
Across my chest.
I thought I had put it on, but I guess I didn't. Let me see. Doing it right now. Let me see.
Yeah,
make sure I mute this thing.
Yes, I know y'all gonna have plenty to say. Definitely, put your questions in the comments of the watch party. Because that's definitely what we shifting to next. So y'all that just joined in, you didn't even know all the topics we got on deck. We haven't even talked about Gronk to the Bucks yet. Talking about Michael Jordan and them.
You didn't really particularly care for the first episode, first and second episode, did you, Fees?
No. So I'm like, I was expecting a lot more out of it. I mean, like, it was cool, but I didn't really learn much of anything. Like, for anyone who actually really watched it while it happened and you actually just a fan of the sport, then you knew all of that.
Yeah, like I say, I didn't learn a lot, but I think I was happy to hear more about that they was talking a little bit in depth than what you just hear on ESPN. Like I say, to see Mike talk that much and to see his dad and just a lot of this stuff, they probably put in a bunch of older films that they pulled some clips from. That's what I said. I
that
think,
was just a treat for itself.
It was just, you know what I'm saying? I think he kind of showed he kind of went more into it was more personal, I guess I'd say that, when it's always been about him and playing the game. That was actually in depth about, you know, him in the competition. A lot of stuff I know because I read his book. So I know
they did a lot of over glorifying Mike and his performances in games that they lost. I mean, so you know the Bron fans took that and ran with it.
Yeah, with the Bird, you know, when he hit all them points with Bird and still lost, all it did was just show how much of a suck team he was on. But so the transition into go ahead.
Nobody gives Bron a pass for that, so you can't give Mike a pass for it either. If you lost the game, I don't give a damn how many points you scored. You lost.
You lost.
Well,
that's the bottom line. So.
But in 2016, they had finalized that they were going to release the documentary. You know, this year. So 2016, I think that's when it was. You know, when they finalized everything. So
right.
But
yeah,
we'll see.
He gave permission for it or something like that. Was it something like that?
They had to wait till Kobe retired.
Well, well.
I mean, that was the year it happened. It was April 13th, 2016.
2016, right? That's when he did retire and stuff. Yeah. Well, what can I say?
Yes, I mean, hopefully next Sunday they come with more heat. I'm definitely gonna watch them, but now I don't even know what to expect. Now, like, all right, I'm gonna have the skeptical eyes instead of being like, oh my god, I can't wait till the next one come on.
Without seeing Fees and Allegra, without seeing the next couple of episodes that's coming out, do you feel that this documentary is to pretty much? You think it's more of a doing an inside on Mike, or you think it's more of a they finna depict that he's the GOAT? You know, because they got players that's coming on now saying that he's that dude. Do you think that this is to solidify that with what he's accomplished with the league, how he changed? I mean, it's showing how he changed the league. And I mean, the dude didn't take off. You know, he didn't take off when because they always talk about, you know, LeBron always resting up, you know, for the season. All these players always rest up and all that, and he played all. I think all the time he started missing a game and he got hurt. That was early in his career.
Oh yeah, I mean, once people like that weren't around to watch the whole era, that kind of look at highlights and be like, oh, well, look at the numbers, and that's all they're actually measuring. For those folks, they're going to watch this entire documentary and come to the conclusion that the mentality that Mike had and what he actually demanded of everyone else is so much greater than what LeBron does that this shouldn't even be a debate.
Well, yeah. Well, at the beginning when I seen the previews, I'm slowly thinking, okay, it's going to be all about MJ. But as I was watching episode 1, I'm like, okay, it's him and the team. So I feel like it'll be like a mixture of him and his, I guess, connections with the team. We don't know. We still have to see. So, but yeah, that was my first impression.
Yeah, so higher hopes for Sunday.
Yeah, it should be. It should be on the topic.
I definitely need more. I'm not satisfied. That's for sure.
Even though that wasn't my era, like to be in my mind, I'm like, okay, we've been waiting for this for so long, and it's like I'm gonna need a little more. So,
So man, we're gonna move this thing right on along.
Let's go.
The breaking news for the day is Rob Gronkowski has come out of retirement.
Oh, Rob.
And then immediately got traded to the Tampa Bay Bucks. He had 1 year with $10 million left on his contract in New England. New England traded him to the Bucks, so they traded Rob Gronkowski and a 7th-round draft pick to the Bucks for a 4th-round pick, in which New England couldn't actually have signed Gronk back because they only have $1 million left under the cap, and Gronk has $10 million left on his deal. They couldn't have actually signed him if he wanted to come back anyway. I mean, a lot of people are saying they're like, oh, like New England got fleeced for giving the best tight end in the league away for a 4th-round pick, and they had to give a pick away for him. But on the flip side of it, you just sent a retired player to somebody and you got a 4th-round pick for nothing because he wasn't going to play for you.
Yeah. So he wasn't going to play for the Patriots again, even though that's what it was anyway, right?
Well, he was retired. He wasn't coming back.
He wasn't coming back. So he specifically came back.
New England was getting nothing for him. So for them to get a 4th-round pick out of him, Bill Belichick still came out on top of that deal as it was presented.
Correct.
I mean, had Gronk been playing, then that would have been ridiculous. They would have had to offer at least a 1st or 2nd-round pick and probably another player. Would probably had to give him O.J. Howard in addition to a high pick in order to get Gronk, if not more.
Right.
So how was Gronk's relationship with Belichick off the field? Because like, was it mutual? Because I've been reading that like sometimes they weren't really seeing eye to eye or something like that. So do y'all know what his relationship was with Belichick? I guess when he was on the team.
He hasn't done any speaking on directly their relationship between Rob and Bill, but I mean, anyone who's watched Gronkowski is can see that like he's like a straight fun-loving party guy. He's wild. He definitely is like anything but what the Patriot way is. I mean, he's been in many press conferences where they sit up and they interview him, and he's like, well, it's like, I want to say, like, I really want to tell you, but I think I'll get in trouble. Like, he knew better.
Oh,
like, he's being muzzled. And he let you know, he's like, I talk a lot more, but I'm not allowed to, and I'm not about to jeopardize my spot on the team just to have a conversation with y'all. So we'll probably find out a lot more about what was going on in New England in the coming days and the season as they keep interviewing Gronk and Brady, because Brady talked a lot more when he went on Howard Stern than what we've ever heard him say also. Like, you don't really get any insight into what's going on in New England because the players are on like some type of mafia order to shut up.
I
guess when they fuse the chip into the neck, they don't pull it out.
Right. You're right about that.
Like I told y'all before, I've interviewed multiple former Patriot players, and they wouldn't tell me nothing. I don't care what you ask them. They're like, you giving me answers like you still play there.
Right.
Wow.
Like, I can't cut you. You don't play.
Like,
I ain't the GM.
I guess it's the bro code. It's the bro code.
I thought it was that fan.
Man, they got some kind of gag order on their former players.
Wow.
Yeah, man, but it's a crazy move, though. I mean, we talked about it maybe a couple of months ago, right after Tom actually announced that he was going to Tampa. Somebody threw it out there like, oh, yeah, like Gronk might be going too. But now if you look at what Gronk brings to that team, maybe the last time Gronk played a whole season was in 2018. He played 13 games. And mind you, now he was hurt. He got banged up real bad and played the whole season hurt. He had 47 receptions for 682 yards and 3 touchdowns while he was hurt.
That's that.
Look at what
that's called a chip.
But you look at what Tampa Bay had, and then production, their 2 tight ends, O.J. Howard and Cameron Brate, last season. They both had O.J. had 34 receptions for 459 yards and 1 touchdown. Brate played all 16 games, and he had 36 catches for 311 and 4 touchdowns. So neither one of them was even able to produce close to what Gronk did in a season where Gronk was hurt while they were both out there healthy. And that's when Jameis was out there slanging it. I mean, the dude threw for 5,100 yards, and that's all they were able to get out of the tight end position. If you look at 2017, the last healthy season Gronk played, he played 14 games. He had 69 receptions for 1,084 yards and 8 touchdowns. It's like his production in a healthy year is more than double what both of their tight ends did. I mean, you can just imagine him coming into this system, walking in there with Brady. Now he's a familiar guy. He knows exactly what Brady needs and what Brady wants. And before I get too much deeper into it, you say I had to flip the screen down right quick. It's 8:24. Go ahead, count us down, Mike Bell.
1, 2, 3. Kobe.
Hey.
In the building representing.
Yes, sir.
Like
Has
we
to
do.
happen. I know I got a
Sports.
text message from Naya, too, because I get that every day.
Yeah, man. Consistency.
Represent.
Oh, yeah. So, man, like I was saying, man, they got Rob in here. So now Brady has a familiar face. He knows exactly what it is that Brady likes. What that does is puts pressure in the middle of the field. Now you have to worry. You already have Mike Evans on one side, Chris Godwin on the other side. Those are 2 guys that both made the Pro Bowl last year. Definitely guys that demand double team level respect. But now you got Gronk in the middle who also needs to be double team, which this is going to open the offense up on another level because now you got 3 good tight ends, 2 top flight wide receivers. Their running backs ain't going to really have to do much because nobody's going to be able to move anyone up in the box.
About to say
Everyone's going to play a zone. So whatever your running back only needs to be decent. There won't ever be more than like 5-6 guys in the box because you have to respect the pass so much. So the running game is going to explode just on GP because of what the rest of the offense has to present. Brady is going, his numbers are going to be off the charts. It's really going to be a little interesting. Like, it's going to be ignorant what they got going on. But there are some very interesting reports to what they also say about how this whole Brady and Gronk to Tampa Bay thing panned out. Because they are saying that Gronk said he was willing to come back to the Patriots last year.
Oh.
And Tom told him to sit out. He's like, nah, just sit tight. Don't even play this year. Just wait, get healthy. Like, he didn't know exactly where he was going to go. But he's like, man, just hold tight. Like, when you come back, we're going to have a new spot. You can come back. You can wild out and be the Gronk that you are. Because Bruce Arians is going to let them do what they do. So long as they win in games, you don't care what's happening on the outside. I mean, that's a kind of an interesting development. It's like, oh, like he had this kind of planned out a little bit. So, you know, when Tom went on Howard Stern, Tom also came out and said that he knew before last season started that was his last year in New England. So he had already kind of tried to start putting these pieces together. Like, he'd been making GM moves ever since he left. Right. Bruce Arians told him that he wasn't bringing Antonio Brown in because he had been in the locker room with him. So he's like, okay, well, let me get Gronk back then.
Right.
He's like, all right, we can make that happen for you.
I really thought he tried to make a run at Antonio Brown, though, man. You know what I'm saying? I really was waiting for that to surface any day, like Tom Brady and Antonio. And I guess it's still maybe not too late, but golly, I'm waiting for that splash.
Bruce Arians wants no part of it. I mean, he already was in Pittsburgh with him. He doesn't want AB.
So that was Bruce that didn't want AB.
Oh, he came out and made a statement, was like, we are not signing Antonio Brown.
Oh.
But Brady wanted him, though. Brady wanted to play again with him. Correct?
Oh, yeah, he did. Yeah. But he gave him something even better. He's like, all right, we won't give you AB, but I'm going to get you Gronk.
That was a big,
he can't complain,
big, bold move by New England, man. The Falcons better hurry up and find a linebacker or a cornerback that can defend this damn tight end squad that they got going on.
I got people in the chat room now talking about what would a weight loss, like, will that matter? Like, no, actually, that means that Gronk is going to be faster. So, I mean, with Gronk losing weight, that's like you have now Gronk and Mike Evans are like the same dude. Now you got two of them.
And they load. I mean, they loaded with weapons, like weapons on top of weapons. So they'll be.
Like
they scary. They scary in the NFC South. They scary. But they're the favorites, of course.
Pettyman said it.
He talking about the Browns look good on paper, and we also saw this from Philly some years back when they loaded up the roster like that. But the difference between the Browns and Philly is none of those teams had proven commodities out there that are in the money positions.
Right.
You don't really have to question whether or not Tom Brady is going to be able to actually pull this thing together and make it happen. It's nothing near the same as what we were looking at with the Browns. The Browns have the requisite weapons, but they got Baker Mayfield. If you sent Tom Brady to the Browns with Jarvis Landry and Odell Beckham Jr. and Njoku and Nick Chubb and Kareem Hunt, then I guarantee you Brady had that team getting a first-round bye.
Boom.
I got some people in the chat room over here, man. Shout out to Q, DC, Pam O'Day, Alex, Eric Parker, Ashley Johnson. You know what I'm saying? Thank you for joining the show tonight. But Eric Parker, he said Jameis Winston got sacked 47 times last season behind that 23rd ranked O-line. Tom's release is 0.2 seconds faster than Jameis, but he doesn't have Jameis's legs. I can't wait to fuck him up.
This is a Falcon fan.
Jameis Winston is slow
Doctor,
too.
what's up?
He's barely any faster than Tom Brady. So let's get that out your head. Like he's a scrambler. He's not at all. Jameis is he's dirt slow.
Eric,
and outside of that,
Eric is clearly a Falcon fan.
That's my dude Eric.
Like
he said Gronk is on that meth. What up, James Dockery?
They have
away from Kentucky.
I'm glad.
Jameis got sacked all these times.
I'm
Have you been
glad Eric
looking in the news to see like what happened with Nate Soldier and Trent Williams? If you don't know who those guys are, those are two former New England Patriot offensive linemen, the two highest paid offensive linemen in the history of the NFL.
Right.
They both got all that money after they left New England because they were supposedly protecting